My everyone, how are you all? Well, apologies once again for not managing to get on you in the week. Once again, the day job has taken over my life because it's been parent meeting night this week. So only 1 week left to half term, so hopefully I can do a couple more videos. I'm on today with this card here, and there's a bit of a poignant story behind this one. A couple of years ago, the lady who introduced me to scrapbooking and developed my love of card making passed away suddenly, and our mutual friends, to help her husband out, have emptied her craft room and are selling her items to raise money to send to her cousin in Canada who has MS, and because they have to pay for their treatment there, the husband wants to send the money over there. And so I bought this set in I suppose in the sale with them, and it came with this card as well. So I am making this card today in memory of Vanessa, and here it is. And I love this sentiment. May all your tomorrows be as happy as today. Somebody I know is going through a really tough time at the moment, and I wanted to send them something to cheer them up. I love this paper, and I don't know why I didn't buy it in the first place. And I must be honest, after using the set, I have been drawn to the set many times. It's still in the main catalogue. And I don't know why I didn't buy it, because I must say it's a real joy to use. The snowflakes that I've used, I think in the clear out, they are slightly different on the card than they should be in the pack, but it doesn't matter to me. They're absolutely lovely anyway. So what I did with the paper that looks like paint strips, I cut them to 1.5 wide, and then I just trimmed 1/2 inch off each end, and I'm going to put them then onto this backing piece, leaving a little bit of space between them. And the card that I'm using, the card base I'm using, is 5x7. The good thing is about this design is that you'll get you'll get 4 cards out of each piece of 6x6 paper. Oh, that was my nursery brain kicking in there. So I'm just going to now, I'm going to start with a lighter colour, working down, and I'm just going to stick these to my Whisper White background, and I'm aiming to get it straight. The nice thing is I'm going to try to match the lines up, so at least if the one's wonky, they're all wonky together. And then I was trying to think then about the images for each season. What inspired me to do a 4-season card is that in school we've started our Christmas calendars, which I know seems ridiculously early, but I've got 40 in my foundation phase unit. Foundation phase in Wales is 3 to 7, and I've actually got nursery through to year 1, so there's a lot to get through. So we've started our calendars as part of our topic. We always like to get a bit of ahead of the game, and that's what inspired me to make a 4 seasons card here. Once again, I always seem to pick up the glue, which is almost empty. So the colours in this pack are Dapper Denim, Berry Burst, Crushed Curry, and Old Olive. Now, as you can see, I think I have gone slightly down, but what I'm just going to do then is trim around to try to straighten it up. I knew that would happen. So I'm going to just start up here. Apologies if my trimmer squeaks. It's like my knees at the moment. I might need to trim a little bit more off because I've got a very thin edge up down the bottom. This is how not to do it, actually. Right, let's try that again. As you can see, I've got a very, very, very thin edge now down the bottom. Sometimes that is the difficulty, isn't it? You try to straighten something up, and by the end of it, you run out of cardstock. I'll just trim this a little bit narrower. I don't think anyone I send this card to is going to get their measuring tape out and check, but just to be on the safe side, just put that to one side. So obviously Berry Burst and Dapper Denim are retired colours, but that doesn't bother me. So I've gone with the pink for the autumny colour because I'm thinking of like pinky red leaves falling down. And I think you could also do the pink for the summer and the crushed curry for the autumn. Whatever takes your fancy. And I wanted it to look like they were cascading across the card. Look at that, cascading. So here we go. I've got my sentiment. I'm going to mount that ready. And this was cut out using Stitch Shapes, my most favourite die set. And then I'm going to, as you can see, I've stamped and cut all my little images ready. I'm going to start up in the top left hand corner, and he's going to cascade down the card. You're probably thinking now, how many times is she going to say cascade? I've just said it again. There we go. So today the weather is absolutely glorious out there, which is playing havoc with the light on my desk. So apologies if it's a bit bright on this side. I have got my blind down, but not totally, otherwise it makes it too dark. And then I used just some shimmery enamel dots then. They might not be the exact colours, but they're very similar. And for the little snowflakes, as I say, I don't think they are the correct snowflake for the pack, but that doesn't matter. And to be honest, you don't even need this pack, this card set, to do this type of card, because anything you've got, if you just had strips of different seasonal sort of colours, here I go again with my, trying to get this out of here, then you could do a similar sort of effect anyway. So that's just going to go up there. And then I'm going, this little blighter is a little bit tiny, so he needs a little bit of extra thin glue. You just find, looking to see if I can find my mat to protect my desk. There we go. I'm just going to stick him down then using the fine tip adhesive, which I think I've broken because I think I'm pulling too many of the tops off. And then there's like a little deck chair, I suppose, for people to contemplate things that are going on in life. And I'm just going to stick him between the old olive and the crushed curry. Then I'm going to add some enamel dots. So as I say, I'm pretty sure these were Berry Burst. I'm pretty sure they were. But I've just got them in a big pile of enamel dots and sequins and things like that. And these ones are nice because there's the darker colour and the lighter colour on one sheet. I'm now having to raise my blight. Oh, no, that's too much. Obviously, because I craft in the loft, I'm really lucky to have three lovely skylights, but it's not always ideal when you're trying to record things. There we go. I'm just going to bring in these little dots and I'm going to call that done then. So there we go. Made in memory of Vanessa, who started me on my, especially my scrapbooking journey, but also really truly pushed me on in my card making, and I learned lots of new techniques from her. And there we go, remembering a very special person I'm making a very special card to hopefully send a little bit of love to somebody who's struggling at the moment and to cheer them up. Thank you so much for joining me. I shall hope to get another video out soon this week. And as I say, not next week, but the week after. It's half term and I'm hoping to really make a start on my December daily. But also I'm going to be creating a scrapbook of the journey. My husband and I have just built up, I've just bought our plot of land and I want to do a scrapbook of the whole process. So I'm going to be setting that up, I think, as well, using a 6x8 album and just to record all the changes that go on. So, huge welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. Hwyl fawr and have a lovely week. Bye.